Ito, madaming misconception tungkol dito eh. Because, number one, yung stock muffler mo, of pretty much any car, pag kinatay mo, ito yung laman, hindi magkadikit yung papasok at saka yung palabas. It's physically not connected. Ito, may baffle to, may screen na may butas-butas, may butas dyan, may screen dip, yun, butas. So air goes here, goes around, and goes out. Anytime you slow down the air, tumatahimik siya. So it is called a muffler because it muffles. Papatahimik eh. So sinabi lang free flow, any muffler that is this kind of design is a free flow muffler. Pag tinignan mo yung dulo nito, tagos, kita mo dapat. I don't care if the design looks like the HKS one na ganyan, ganyan na malaking katawan na malihis, maging ganyan po yung shape niyan, basta if you can see through it, it's a free flow muffler. Ito, tawag dito, chamber talaga to. Because this is a chamber, that's a chamber, that's a chamber. What's important in mufflers actually is the inlet size. Well, not really, but the piping size. Your engine is like this one, the door goes here, goes down here. So what we did was from here, starting here, we made this one 2.5. Then after this part here with the flexible section, this now becomes full 3 inches all the way to the back. Ito importante, the piping size. This has to be 3 inches for turbo cars. 2.5 is slightly bigger than stock, but barely there. So material-wise, hindi siya mas mahal. Okay, mas mahal yung 3-inch kaysa 2.5, pero hindi siya times 2 or times 3. It's just slightly more. So the big component is actually the labor. So a 2.5-inch exhaust will cost pretty much the same as a 3-inch exhaust. So might as well just go 3 inches all the way. May magtatanong, why don't you do 3 inches here from the start? There is no space. Pag nag 3 inches ka, babangga dito sa ilalim na subframe. Kaya hindi pwede mag 3 inches dyan. 2.5 na. It's a packaging thing. If we can do 3 inch, of course, why not? Kaya yung free flow na yan, ang lagi nalalaman nila, ito, yun eh. Yung itong itsura, di ba? Yan. Basta pag ganyan itsura, free flow muffler na kagad yan. Which is true because, yun nga, dire-diretso siya eh. There is no restriction. It's like Colgate and Xerox. This style of muffler is now known as a free flow muffler. If a muffler looks like this one, oh yeah, pag ganyan chamber na. It's still free flow actually. The one that we installed on you, the Borla one, is still a free flow. But it's more tahimik because this is your free flow fake HKS. This is a free flow Borla muffler. This is the material where it muffles. This is the material where it muffles. Obviously, mas matahimik yan kaysa dito. And the more quiet your exhaust is, the more muffling material you have, the deeper the sound you'll get. Kasi ito, in effect, parang wala ka na rin naman nilagay na muffler eh. Ito yung sasabi lang punit na tunog. Especially for high revving 4 cylinders. The ones that, shit. Civic lang naman, yan, ever loving comparison. Civic na naka B16. High revving engine. Ito yun. This is what everybody knows. This is what everybody remembers. Any other kind of car they think will sound like this one. No, only a Civic sounds like that. On your car, as you drove it, hindi sabog yung tunog, hindi siya matining, hindi siya maraspa, buo lang siya. The term buo actually right now means deep sound. Deep. It's bassa, not bass. Mga tao dito, gusto yung deep bass sound. No, it's actually deep bass, not bass. In the English language, it's also pronounced bass. Not this kind of bass. Mahilig yung Pilipinas sa ganyan eh. So the rule of thumb for turbo cars, especially on your Eclipse, 3-inch piping. 3-inch inlet exhaust. Inlet muffler. Why not bigger is better? Yes, bigger is better. If we're able to get 4 inches, yes, why not? Sure. Better, right? The problem is packaging, once again. Pag tinignan mo yung ilalim ng kotse mo, yung dinadaanan ng muffler, hindi naman bakante lahat yan. The chassis is here, the fuel tank is here, the suspension is here. Meron lang hanggang gano'ng kalaki, pwede mo gawin yan. If you make it 4 inches, wala na, babangga na sa kaha yan. So that's why 3 inches is the industry norm. And very simple, Supra that makes 600 horsepower uses a 3-inch exhaust. That means it's enough to flow for that amount of power. Making it bigger, of course better, but not really needed. And mahirap maghanap ng 4-inch na muffler. Yun. You can buy 4-inch pipe, no problem. Yung railing sa mall, yung hinahawakan mo, that's 4 inches. That's stainless steel. The material is not the problem. The muffler is the problem. Almost nobody makes 4-inch muffler unless magpasadya ka. But then again, like I said, there's no point in it. So, pag yung mga nagtatanong na may power loss ba o wala pag nag 3 inches ka on a turbocharged car, the answer is no. Generally. For turbo cars, bigger equals better. If non-turbo cars, that's another lecture for another day. Kasi may magtatanong anong size ng tubo mo? Litres, o bakit hindi 2 media? Sabi mo to, bigger is better. Yun yung sagot siya. And there's another one. What material we use? We use stainless steel. May pilosopo dyan, bakit hindi aluminum? You can't use aluminum kasi matutunaw yan with exhaust gases, matutunaw yan. So no, aluminum is a lower melting point than stainless steel. May once upon a time, they will use something called black iron. Yung tubo. Pwede naman, tubo ng pang-tubo. Bakal din naman yun. Pwede yun. But here's the problem. Number 1, weight. Mabigat to because black iron or the steel pipe, makapal to. Kawa mo. Mabigat, tapos yung inside diameter niya, ang sukatan kasi ng pipe is always outside diameter. So if this is 2 inches, this inside diameter is only something like 1.5 inches. Sa stainless naman, manipis siya. And this wall is only something like 1.5. So if you measure it out here, that's 3 inches. Okay, inside is not quite 3 inches, it's something close to like 2.9 inch, 2.95 inch. Very, very close. For all intents purposes, okay na yan. And mas magaan to kaysa yan. For obvious reason. Manipis versus makapal. This is why a lot of people also notice pag nag-exhaust ka sa stainless, lumalakas yung tunog. Because, the thicker the material, the more sound it blocks. So this is why stainless steel is the de facto material of choice when it comes to exhaust. It's readily available, it's relatively cheap enough. If you have the proper equipment, it's easy to weld and fabricate. May pa isang matalino na pilosopo siguro magtatanong yan. What about titanium? Meron. There's actually a titanium supplier in the Philippines that supplies titanium tubes, titanium pie cut section para makagawa ng tubo na ganyan, yung may welding. Is it better? Better, meaning if it's more magaan, yes, it's around 30% lighter than an equivalent stainless steel exhaust. Will it make more power? No. And it costs 3 times more. So yung 30 na binayad mo sa exhaust ngayon, if we want to do a full titanium one, it'll cost you 90K. But, of course, plus pogi points. And And since titanium is even thinner than stainless steel, the sound will be of a higher pitch. Mas matining. These are for the people who want that close to, ano naman close, race bike sound. Kasi pag kasi racing bike, yung very, very high pitch, high RPM, yun, gusto nilang tunog, you can achieve, you can get close to that with titanium, but you will never achieve it because your car will not rev to 12,000 RPM.